Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this video is a little bit late. Last week I had a bunch of doctor's appointments, and then I went to my old college and hung out with some of my friends for the weekend. So I did not have time to film my recap series for The Voice, and also Dancing with the Stars started last week, so I did not have time to film either one of those. So I am filming 2 episodes of each this week. So this video will be me talking about the first week of the battle rounds on The Voice, and then after I get done filming this, I am going to film my reaction of week 1 of Dancing with the Stars, and then tomorrow I'm going to film this week's recap of the episodes of this week. So what I'm filming right now is from last Monday and Tuesday. It is currently Wednesday, so this is from a week ago. But yeah, so this is for the first week of the battle rounds. Battle round was Brinley Brown, who was 14 years old, I believe. I remember her very well, and Lauren Dunsky. They were on Team Blake. They sang Better Man by Little Big Town, and guys, this was probably one of my favorite battle rounds so far this season. That was really good. I first of all just love that song. Lauren, as before, you guys know that I loved both of these people and their auditions. So I'm glad that Brinley got stolen. But I wrote down that Lauren is very soulful and soft and raspy, and she just has, like, she to me won it all, and she did win the battle, so that was good. Brinley is very powerful, and she's not so soft as Lauren is. She's a lot more powerful and a lot more rich, I guess. She is just so powerful. They're just 2 very different artists, and I really liked their song. And Blake did choose Lauren, which I felt like was a good pick, but Brinley also got stolen by Gwen, which I think will be a cool addition to Gwen's team. So I'm really happy for them. I love both of those artists, and was really sad that one of them might not have gotten stolen, so I'm glad that they both still made it on a team, but it was just so good. Next was Jay Chosen and Kenny P, and they were on Team Gwen. They sang I Was Made to Love Her, and I feel like Kenny P is very powerful, and he's got that growl and that rocky, raspy kind of voice, and Jay Chosen is just very, like, soulful and smooth, and I felt like for me they were very much dead, kind of even. I did feel like Jay Chosen was a little bit better for me, but Kenny P was still really good. Gwen did choose Jay Chosen, and Kenny P went home, which I am very sad about, but I do think that was the right decision. Then there was a Natalia Villaranda, I forget how to say her last name, versus Missy Robertson, and they're on Team Alicia. They sang Tightrope. I feel like A. Natalia is so mature. She has such a mature, she's very young, but she has a very mature tone to her voice, and she has amazing range. I thought Missy was also really good, and I almost didn't want A. Natalia to be as good as she was. She was just so good, and I almost didn't really want her to be that good because I wanted Missy to win that battle, but she won it and she deserved it. I really liked Missy, but A. Natalia blew that battle away, and I thought it was a really good on her part, and I do think Alicia made the right choice on that one. So far I've pretty much agreed with almost all of the battle round choices that people have made, which is not something that is normal for me. In previous seasons I have disagreed a lot with who the coaches chose to win the battle and who they sent home, but this year I am pretty spot on with what they chose. So, and then there was Gabby Bormeo versus Mark Isaiah. They were on Team Adam. They sang Pillow Talk. I feel like Gabby was so pure and so beautiful, and Mark is really good, but there's, again, I said this in his audition, there's just something kind of weird that I don't like about his voice. He sounds very typical singer. He don't, like, nothing stands out about him. He's good, I give him that. He is very good, but he just don't stand out to me like I feel like he should. So won that battle, and you know, that's Adam's choice. I do kind of agree with that too, because he does sound very much like what's on the radio right now. He don't really stand out a whole lot to me, so that's just my opinion of it. And then there was Felicia Temple, who they previously called Felicia Keys, and Quiz, which is the 13-year-old, the super young one, and they were again on Team Alicia. They sang Titanium. I felt like Felicia is so good. Oh, so powerful, so controlled, so experienced. You could definitely hear how experienced she is in her voice, and I really liked her. But Quiz is also super incredibly good for his age, and it did mention in their package that Quiz was having a little bit of trouble hitting notes because of puberty and going through some changes, is what he said it as, but we all know what it is. And I said that in the audition, that I had a feeling that he was going to have a little bit of a transition and not be as high-pitched and not be able to hit some of the same notes. So I called that. Is really good, but again, he's still so young and he's like going through the motions and still learning his voice. And for me, Alicia Temple won that battle, but Quiz is still really good. Alicia did pick Quiz, but Miss Felicia Temple got stolen by Blake, which I'm super excited with. I feel like Blake is one of the best coaches with his artist. For me, he has won the most, so there's that too. But I do feel like he chooses very particular songs and he cares a lot about his artist, so I think that's going to be a great mix. I'm so glad both of those people get to stay, and I'm so excited to see what Blake does with Felicia. And then the last one on Monday night was Ashley Levine versus Cassie Joy. Both of these artists, I again loved their audition. They were both on Team Blake. They sang How Blue. They both are so country, like they both could be on the radio right now. I said that Ashley reminds me a lot of Miranda Lambert. Ashley reminds me, both of these artists just absolutely floor me. I feel like Cassie reminds me a lot of Kelly Pickler or like a LeAnn Rimes type thing. She's got like that, like almost like vintage country feel to her voice, and I really like it, and they're both so good. Cassie Joy won the battle, but Miss Alicia came in with a steal and stole Ashley Levine, and I'm just so excited. Cassie and Ashley are two of my favorites. I loved both of their auditions, and I'm so excited that they get to continue on. And yeah, and moving on to Tuesday night's episode last week that aired on the 21st. The first up was Johnny Gates and Sammy Zonana on Team Gwen, and they sang I Drove All Night by Celine Dion. First of all, amazing song choice, and they got to sing with Celine in their package, and it was just amazing. Johnny is just so freaking good. I freaking love him. He's one of my favorites on the show. Again, he's just so alternative and sounds like that just 90s alternative rock that I like. He just has that voice and it fits him so well. Sammy is just so soft and smooth and sultry, and she was just amazing as well. She was again one of my favorites from the beginning, but Johnny Gates did win that battle, and I kind of agree with that. Johnny just is too good to let go, and Sammy is really good too. But I really feel like Johnny just won that battle over completely. And that was probably one of my favorite battles. It was so good. But Johnny did continue and Sammy went home. Next up was Chris Blue and RJ Collins. They were on Team Alicia and they sang Adorn. And as you guys know, I was really attracted to Chris Blue's story to begin with his wife having cancer. And RJ Collins, I really liked him too. But I agree, and I called it, and I am going to insert a clip here of me calling it. I said from the beginning that RJ Collins reminded me of Usher, and in the package, Alicia said the exact same thing, and I called it. I just wanted to say that I said that he sounds a whole lot like Usher, and that's who he reminded me of. So I definitely called that one. And there was J.R. Collins. He was 18. His brother was killed by police. He sang Purpose, which I thought was really good. He kind of reminded me of Usher. If Usher would have been on this season, I feel like he would have been on Usher's team. but of course Usher's not on this season, so he reminded me a little bit of Usher. He had a really nice spirit.
They're both so good. RJ almost has a feeling of like an Usher that would fit right into contemporary music right now.
So good on me. Even though he did sound like Usher, RJ did not win the battle and went home because Chris is just so good. I really like Chris. I really like his story, and he deserved to win that one, so I give it to him. And then they had a quick couple that they ran through. I did watch some of their full performances, but I'm just going to run through them real quick, just like they did on like the recap of where they just kind of played a little bit of their battle and then said who won. Josh West sang with Nala Price, and they're on Team Adam, and they sung Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and Josh is just, again, one of my favorites. He's got that same 90s alternative rock, and he won the battle. Nala Price unfortunately went home, and then there was Aaliyah Rose versus Savannah Layton on Team Gwen, and they sang Treat You Better, and Aaliyah Rose won that battle. And then there was Andrea Thompson versus Micah Triba on Team Blake, and they sang What Hurts the Most, and Andrea Thomas won that one. Again, these were just like quickly ran through on the show, so I didn't see their full performances, so I'm not judging them too much, but you can go watch their full performances on YouTube or on NBC's website. So yeah, that's just who won. I just wanted to mention that. I'm not going to comment on them too much because, again, I didn't see a full performance. And then the last battle of this week was Aaliyah Molden and Dawson Cole from Team Blake. They sang Walking on Sunshine. I feel like Aaliyah has such a powerful, spot on, like growly, raspy type voice that I just love. I am so attracted to that kind of growly, raspy voice. And Dawson is also super powerful, and he's got that growl too that he didn't have in his audition, but he had it for this song, and it was just such a great battle, which is why I'm thrilled to say that both people made it through. Aaliyah won the battle and stayed on Team Blake, but Dawson Cole got swept up by Alicia, and it was so good. I'm so excited for him, and I can't wait to see what happened this week on the show. I have not watched either one of the episodes that aired Monday and last night, but I am going to watch them tomorrow and film the second part of this for you guys and have it up this week so I can get back on track. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's going to be a lot more updates, a couple more vlogs coming up too as well. This week has just been kind of crazy. I've been in and out of doctor's offices. I've been running around, going and visiting people and visiting friends, and I spent the weekend at my old college, and it's just been crazy. So I'm glad to be home and finally catching up on YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff. So I am going to go, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!